Hello friends, how are we all? Trust all over the world. Welcome and thank you for joining me on this session today. Do not forget to press the like button and also subscribe my channel and do press the bell button. So for the session of today, come.
Chinese goose or Rajhans standing patiently on one leg. A study where I lost my patience to this bird. But before that, Om Namo Shri Ganeshaya Nama. Break away our false and misleading assumptions and presumptions. Bless us with keen curiosity, sharp sight, and clear hearing, far-sighted vision, true knowledge, and deep wisdom. One fine day, while driving down, I caught sight of a Chinese goose or Rajhans standing beside a pond. I reversed the car and I wanted to have a look at this beautiful bird. Such a gracious bird, such a beautiful bird. And I decided to make a video. The bird had remarkable patience. It walked around majestically, pecking and feeding. Now this is on the bank of a pond. I watched patiently. Now, I did not have a tripod, so the heavy camera I had to support with the arm only, and it was a handheld shot. This bird had too much of patience, too much of grace, and slowly it walked around looking for something to nibble on. I was enjoying these moments, watching the bird. I was watching it feed, move around, pecking, his gracious movement, his gliding movements. It indeed was a beautiful watch. At this point I thought the bird had started to notice me also, but no, it had not. And it continued merrily at doing what it wanted to do best. There, what a lovely sight, what a lovely bird. Somewhere here, I felt it had realized that it is being videographed and watched. So it came a little closer on its pretext to examine the truth. Well, yes, the bird is nervous now. And then, with a challenging look, yes, the bird is increasing its size to show the threat the bird can be. And then, there, it raised one leg, it hid one leg, and stood on one leg. Now, this is a very perplexing behavior as to why this bird did it. And I did not know that even Chinese goose or Rajhans stands on one leg. But is it because it senses danger? Is it a stance of rest? It is a stance of what? What does the bird wish to convey with this? I do not know. But it stood there patiently, looking at me also, looking left, looking right, and looking at me with both its eyes. But what exactly did he mean by this stance? I am yet to make out. I could never make out. And I was getting tired. My arm started to ache a little. But the bird stood there with a lot of patience and lots of strength. Imagine the strength this bird has. It is supporting its huge, colossal weight just on one leg. There. It is not even flinching, if you notice. It is looking left, it is looking right, it is looking straight at me in my eyes, and but it is standing there, not even flinching. And imagine the weight of the bird being supported just on one leg. And beautifully it is doing it. By now, my arm was really starting to ache, and I was running out of patience also. But what to do? The sight was beholding, and I was not wanting to tear myself away from this beautiful sight. But now, I was being compelled to break off the session, as my arm was really aching. But the bird, the Chinese goose or Rajhans, was still standing there patiently on one leg. What a colossal display of strength and patience. And is still standing there. There you are. But I have to break away. And after I broke away, for how long this Chinese goose or Rajhans kept standing on one leg patiently and till its strength gave out, I do not know. As I started the engine of the car and I drove off, leaving the bird standing there on one leg.
Thanks for watching. Bye. Have a nice time. And as I always say, to live healthy, cook healthy, and eat healthy.